Estadio Azteca, Latin American Spanish, Estadio Azteca, is a football stadium located in Mexico City. 6. It is the official home of football clubs Club America and Cruz Azul, as well as the Mexico national team. The stadium sits at an altitude of 2,200 meters, 7,200 feet, above sea level. 7. With a capacity of 87,523. It is the largest stadium in Mexico and Latin America and the 8th largest association football stadium in the world. Regarded as one of the most famous and iconic football stadiums in the world, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, it is the first to have hosted 2 FIFA World Cup finals. Wink with a frown. 13, the 1970 World Cup final, where Brazil defeated Italy 4-1, and the 1986 World Cup final, where Argentina defeated West Germany 3-2. It also hosted the 1986 quarter-final match between Argentina and England in which Diego Maradona scored both the Hand of God goal and the goal of the century. The Estadio Azteca is the only football stadium in the world to have both Pelé, 1970, and Diego Maradona, 1986, win the FIFA World Cup, both of whom are considered among the greatest football players of all time. The stadium also hosted the game of the century, when Italy defeated West Germany 4-3 in extra time in one of the 1970 semi-final matches. The stadium was also the principal venue for the football tournament of the 1968 Summer Olympics, 14, and the 1971 Women's World Cup, 15. The stadium is scheduled to host games during the 2026 FIFA World Cup, making it the only stadium to host 3 editions of the FIFA World Cup, 16. Additionally, the National Football League, NFL, features 1 game at Estadio Azteca per season as a part of its international series. History. Stadium in the year 1986. The Estadio Azteca was envisioned as a major sports venue during the presidency of Adolfo López Mateos, when Mexico was awarded the 1968 Summer Olympics, where the football final was held. The stadium was designed by architects Pedro Ramírez Vázquez and Rafael Mijares Alcerica and broke ground in 1961. The inaugural match was between Club America and Torino FC on May 29, 1966, with a capacity for 107,494 spectators. The first goal was scored by Brazilian Arlindo dos Santos and the second one by Brazilian José Alves. Later, the Italians tied the game, which ended in 2-2 draw. Mexican President Gustavo Díaz Ordaz made the initial kick and FIFA President Sir Stanley Rouse was the witness. A modern illumination system was inaugurated on June 5, 1966, with the first night game played between Spanish side Valencia CF and Necaxa. The first goal of the match was scored by Honduran José Cardona for Valencia. Roberto Martinez, aka Cana Brava, became the first Mexican to score a goal in the stadium after scoring for Necaxa. The result was a 3-1 victory for Valencia. In 1978, the stadium hosted the final of the Copa Interamericana between America and Boca Juniors of Argentina, and would host a final again in 1990 between America and Club Olimpia of Paraguay. Azteca Stadium picture taken on September 25, 2011, before the game between Club America and the Tijuana Xolos. The Estadio Azteca is also the site in which Pelé and Diego Maradona, during the 1970 and 1986 FIFA World Cup, lifted the trophy for the last time, the Jules Rimet Trophy and the current FIFA World Cup trophy, respectively. Estadio Azteca has also been used for musical performances throughout its history. Michael Jackson, 5 sold-out shows in 1993, 17 Minuto, in 1983, U2, in 2006 and 2011, Luis Miguel, in 2002, Paul McCartney, in 2012 and 2017, Elton John, Maná, Juan Gabriel, Gloria Estefan, Jaguars, Lenny Kravitz, NSYNC, Hanson, Ana Gabriel, and the 3 tenors all have become part of the stadium's main spectacle. The stadium has also been used for political events, including Mexican President Felipe Calderón's campaign closure in 2006, as well as religious events, such as Jehovah's Witnesses conventions, and the appearance of Pope John Paul II in 1999, 18. In April 2017, it was announced that starting July 2018, Cruz Azul would relocate to the Azteca on a temporary basis, due to the impending demolition of the Estadio Azul. According to club owner Guillermo Alvarez, they plan on building a new private stadium, which could take an estimated 3 to 4 years. 19. The stadium is scheduled to host games during the 2026 FIFA World Cup that will take place in the United States, Mexico, and Canada. It will be the third time Azteca hosts World Cup games, as the 1970 and 1986 games took place at the stadium. Additionally, it is currently vying for the inaugural game with SoFi Stadium in Los Angeles as another possible venue for the game. 20. 2015-19 renovation plans. Bench area and side stand. The stadium has undergone gradual improvements and renovations, including the replacing of seating within the stadium as well as the installation of electronic advertising boards. In May 2015, modern Panasonic LED panels were installed at the north and south ends of the stadium, replacing the phosphorus panels installed in 1998. 21. In February 2015, a vast renovation plan was unveiled with the intention that the completion of the project coincide with the stadium's 50th anniversary and with Club America's centenary in 2016, as well as the construction of a commercial hub outside the stadium to be completed sometime in 2019. It was reported that Grupo Televisa, owners of the stadium, approved a joint venture bid from private development firms IQ Real Estate and Al Hel. The hub, named Foro Azteca, would reportedly consist of a mall, office spaces, 2 hotels, new leisure spaces, and parking spaces for 2,500 cars. 5. The renovations to the stadium were planned in 2 phases. The first saw the demolition of the restaurant and seating at the lower east stand and the construction of a new hospitality area with dining and banqueting spaces, and the second saw the construction of new media boxes and private skyboxes at the upper west stand. 22. The renovations to the stadium were completed in November 2016. 23. The seating capacity was ultimately reduced to 87,000 as a result of the renovations. The name Azteca is a tribute to the Aztec heritage of Mexico City. The stadium is currently owned by Mexican multimedia conglomerate Televisa, which has a heated media rivalry with the similarly named TV Azteca. Although there had been little to no confusion between the stadium and television network, which itself had only come into existence 4 years before in 1993, Televisa officially changed the stadium's name to Estadio Guillermo Canedo on January 20, 1997, in tribute to Guillermo Canedo de la Barcena, a top network executive, former Mexican Football Federation president, and a prominent member of the FIFA Executive Committee who had died that day. 24. As with a similar situation with the defunct Candlestick Park in San Francisco, in the United States, and its sponsored names, few outside of Televisa itself took up the new name, and most of the general public probably had no thought about the stadium's ownership, much less the Televisa/Azteca rivalry, and continued to refer to the Estadio Azteca by its original, and current, name. After 2 of Canedo's sons took a business interest in TV Azteca in 1998, 25, Televisa quietly returned to referring to it solely as Estadio Azteca. Known colloquially by the nickname Coloso de Santa Ursula, which in English translates to Colossus of St. Ursula, due to its large structure, and Santa Ursula referring to the suburb where the stadium is located. 26. Access and entrance. It is served by the Azteca station on the Xochimilco light rail line. This line is an extension of the Mexico City Metro system, which begins at Metro Tasquina Station and ends in the Xochimilco Light Rail Station. Tickets are available up until kickoff times from the ticket office, which is located at the front of the stadium, located towards the exit ramps from the Azteca station. Prices start from as little as MXN $100, about $5 as of 2016, and could cost up to MXN $500. About $26 as of 2016, for more high-profile matches. Monuments and memorials. Plaque commemorating the Game of the Century. A commemorative bronze plaque of the Game of the Century played between Italy and West Germany, as well as Diego Maradona's goal of the century against England. There is also a commemorative plaque with the names of the first goal scorer in the inaugural match and in the first match played at night. Notable events. FIFA World Cups. Pelé, top, and Diego Maradona, bottom, celebrate winning the FIFA World Cup at the stadium. Estadio Azteca has hosted the FIFA World Cup on 2 occasions, hosting a total of 19 FIFA World Cup matches overall. The stadium hosted 10 matches during the 1970 FIFA World Cup, including the final. 16 years later, the stadium hosted 9 matches during the 1986 FIFA World Cup, including the final, which was the second FIFA World Cup final to be played at the stadium. Estadio Azteca will host matches during the 2026 FIFA World Cup, which will make the stadium the only stadium to have hosted the FIFA 2026 FIFA World Cup. Mexico City was formally announced as a host city for the FIFA World Cup in June 2020, when FIFA announced the host cities for the tournament. Mexico City is one of 3 host cities in Mexico and is one of 16 host cities overall for the tournament, which is being staged across the United States, Canada, and Mexico. 28. In the lead-up to the 2026 FIFA World Cup, the stadium will undergo renovations. 29. However, the renovations were scaled down after neighbors near the stadium complained about the project. 30. Other association football events. 1968 Summer Olympics. 1971 Women's World Cup, 31, 32. 1975 Pan American Games. 1977 CONCACAF Championship. 1983 FIFA World Youth Championship. 1985 Mexico City Cup/Azteca 2000. 1993 CONCACAF Gold Cup. 1999 FIFA Confederations Cup. 2003 CONCACAF Gold Cup. 2011 FIFA U17 World Cup. Fan violence. On April 25, 2022, a fight involving association football fans and the police ensued after a Cruz Azul vs Atlético San Luis game. No arrests or injuries were reported. 33, San Luis won the game, 1-0. American football. See also, American Bowl, Fútbol Americano, and NFL International Series. On August 15, 1994, Estadio Azteca hosted a preseason American Bowl game between the Houston Oilers and Dallas Cowboys, which still holds the record for the highest attendance at any NFL game, with 112,376 in attendance. 34, the Houston Oilers won the game 6-0. On October 2, 2005, the first international regular season game in the history of the NFL was played in the stadium between the San Francisco 49ers and the Arizona Cardinals. The game was a 31-14 victory for the Cardinals. It set the record of the largest crowd to attend a regular season NFL game with 103,467, but this record would be broken in 2009. 34. On November 21, 2016, the Oakland Raiders hosted a home game along with the Houston Texans as part of the NFL International Series in the first game dubbed NFL Mexico Game. It was the first Monday Night Football game played outside the United States. 35. The game saw a sellout crowd of 76,743 in a renovated Estadio Azteca. 36. On November 19, 2017, the Raiders hosted the Patriots at the stadium. 37. The Kansas City Chiefs were scheduled to play the Los Angeles Rams at the stadium on 19 November 2018. 38. However, due to poor field conditions brought on by recent events, as well as rain, the NFL canceled the event and moved it to the Rams' home stadium Los Angeles Memorial Coliseum. 39. The Kansas City Chiefs played the Los Angeles Chargers on November 18, 2019, with the Chargers designated as the home